top of the morning today, Kayla. I'm not gonna lie. How are you today, Kayla? I just wanted to ask, first of all, how are you? How do you assess the team's performance after, being down by 26, but you guys kind of came back towards the end and, just kind of made a run? How do you assess the team's performance even when you guys didn't get the win?
I think we stuck together somehow and we fought. We didn't give up. I think the fourth quarter kind of showed what we should have done the other 3 quarters.
What was the difference in that fourth quarter?
I mean, just having such urgency. I think we're moving the ball more. We changed up our defense. We threw something else at them. Slowed them down a little bit.
What do you take from that fourth quarter that can kind of sustain this run you guys hope to make over this next month?
I mean, I think we just got to come out with more of a fight. Understanding that Minnesota's a great team, and they've shown it every time we play them. They do the little things. They do the ball very well. They make you move. They make you get out of position, and I think we weren't really locked into that. We have moments where we showed it, but it wasn't a complete, full game.
Kayla, I'm curious, once Sandy said what she had to say in the locker room, what did some of your teammates volunteer to say? What was Stewie's message for the group?
I think just staying together, realizing that, it's a loss. It doesn't define who we are, but we do have to kind of realize some things that we do need to fix, moving on to the playoffs and just finishing these last 2 games.
Kayla, despite the tough loss, the fans and stuff still had you guys back. At one point, you guys are down 20 or down 15, double digits, and no one left their seat after your big 3 place explodes. What can you say about just the overall support and just the fight of you guys keeping it close?
As I always will say about our fans here in New York, it's just such a blessing to have such a ignite group of people come together and to support us in time in and time out and days where we don't play well, but they're still right behind us. So I applaud every single one of them, and I thank them for sticking with us. It's going to get better. It is better, but I love our fans here. There are 6 men.
How do you kind of approach these next 2 games, knowing that each of these 2 teams, depending on results that I'm not aware of right now, that each of these 2 teams, you could face them in the first round, and they've been playing for their lives for just about a month now. So how do you approach these next 2 games?
We just have to approach it how we've been have. I think we can't lose focus on what got us here. And what got us here is us all playing together and trusting each other and realizing that we have like one of the amazing starting 5 and one of the best benches in the league. And we have to understand that. We have to walk in that. We have to have the faith and know that we are who we are.
Talk about the bench, Kayla. Nyara Sabally Leonie come in the most of the second half. How much of a boost is it when you're able to see Nyara come out play contribute?
Yeah, my little Naga, she changed the energy. She came in and she did the little things which we needed, and I applaud her for that. And we made sure we recognized her in the locker room. JJ did and told her that she did a great job coming in and just being ready. Just staying ready.
Kayla, how do you guys get back to sort of who you are? A team that puts up high assists and that's rebounding the ball at a high level.
I just think that we have to first take a look at ourselves. We have to evaluate ourselves and then come together and evaluate our team and go back to like what we really want and how we're going to get there. And we have to understand that how we got here was all 5 of us. It wasn't one individual, it wasn't 2, it wasn't 3, it wasn't 4, but it was a collective group that got us to where we are. And we have to understand that. We have to believe that. And I think once we believe that and understand that, the sky's the limit for us.
Hi, Kayla. After the rough start in the beginning, it felt like the defense started to sort of like pick itself up and figure things out. What do you think started to work on that side of the ball, especially in the fourth quarter?
You talking about the defense?
Yeah. Like, what do you think started to sort of like
I think
get
because
right?
we decided to change our defense and do a triangle 2, we threw something else at them that I don't think they were prepared for us to do. Carlton, kudos to her. She had an amazing game, but we had to give her a different look. And I think doing the triangle 2, taking her out just of the game, kind of changed the rhythm a little bit, and got us to where we were.
You had 3 players off of the bench that were the only players with a positive plus-minus, yourself, Leo, and Nyara. But you look on the other side, Maisha came off the bench with 12 points and 6 rebounds. How do you kind of balance that out and make sure that the opposing bench isn't having a performance that essentially helps them out the way that it has?
Yeah, I mean, we have to first take care of the starters, but then also we have to be able to not allow the bench to come in and to give those type of like booster points and stuff like that. Kudos to them again. But again, I think it just has to deal with us. I know we're way better than that. So like I said, we got to go back to the drawing boards of ourselves and then fix it.
What is it about Minnesota that causes this team to kind of stray away from what what's gotten them to this point?
Yeah, Minnesota's a great team. They're a team that they're not much of a one-on-one type of team, but they play together. They move the ball, and I don't know what they coach over there, but you can kind of tell they play percentages very well, and they jumped up a lot of things. So, this is probably going to be a potential team that we play. So we have to really look at ourselves to see how we can break that down and not allow them to take us out of our rhythm and speed us up with our shots, but find little loopholes within it, and so we can be effective.
Thanks, KT.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, question for whoever, just like about Stewie and the game she played today. I mean, 38 and 18, but also just playing really hard. It seemed like. What does it say when you're kind of leader, that player has that sort of motor, and from your perspective, either of you?
I mean, yeah, it means a lot. I feel like Stewie always plays hard. She always plays it every single night. And obviously, when you're one of your best players comes out and plays like that, it kind of pulls the whole group together, and like you want to like give that effort too. I feel like she played a really good basketball game today, and it's just like basically for the whole team to kind of come together and match that energy.
You were able to play a big role in the second half. How was it for you to be part of this team? Boost and Nyara, how would you see Nyara be able to get out and contribute?
Like she just changes the energy. I love to be on the court with her, if it's the German national team or here. She's just such a hard worker, and she like makes energy plays, and you can really feel it as a teammate on the court. So it's just awesome to have her come in and do that for us. Nothing to add.
Yeah, how's your game?
That's okay.
No, clearly the weight contributed in the fourth quarter to it. But how does it feel to kind of break through what's been a tough year in terms of your health and time, to come in and make contributions at this time of year for what's hopefully going to be a prosperous final month of the year?
Yeah, I mean, just doing the little stuff, just kind of trusting the work I put in and showing up every day. I mean, my teammates kind of make it easy for me to come out there and play as hard as I can. So yeah.
I'm curious as to what Stewie had to say to the group, especially after a game where, as Lucas said, she put in as much grit and effort, and what did she have to say to everyone?
We'll keep that a secret.
Okay.
Keep that for us. Locker room talk.
Okay.
Nyara, can you just talk about how your confidence has grown throughout the season? It just seems like, the last quarter today, it seems like you were a monster on the court. Can you just talk about that confidence?
I mean, yeah, like I said, just kind of trusting the work I put in, and also, I mean, my teammates instill confidence in me every day. My coaches instill confidence in me every day, and just kind of, doing out there and doing the little things I know I'm good at, like rebounding, running the floor, setting screens, and that with that, like the confidence grows as I'm going on.
This is sorry.
Leo, how do you guys get back to playing who you are? Having a game with high assists and out rebounding the other team.
I mean, it's not easy to come out here and perform like to our best every single night, right? And I think it's pretty good that this happened to us right now and not later in the playoffs, so we can kind of regroup and watch film and get better from this, and just work on the little things again. Just have confidence in each other and trust each other.
For either of you, what is it about Minnesota that causes this team to kind of step out of its comfort zone a little bit, to step away from that's kind of gotten this far so far?
I mean, yeah, they're a really good team. As everybody can see, they really do a good job of moving the ball. They have a high assist ratio, like on their field goals, and they really just pack it in defense. So they're a really good team. This, like Leo said, this was a great test for us. Good that it happened now, and then later in the playoffs. And we just need to come out and play harder, and that's really what it is. Like, yes, this is a good team, but I have full confidence in our team. That, I mean, we've shown how we play basketball. If we play the way we need to play, nobody can do this.
I guess in the first quarter for Lyle, when they score 30 points and it's cuts and slips and kind of communication breakdowns, I guess for you guys, it seems like effort, just making sure you're making those extra rotations, and is that what felt like the key to playing better defense, I guess, as the game went on?
Yeah, look, I think we've played some teams that don't play this way in the last, I don't know, 10 games, and it's not easy to come into this game and play a team like Minnesota who moves so well and they know each other to a T. Like, they know exactly where the ball is going, what the next action is. If we switch here, they know they always have a counter. So I think that was what happened in the first quarter, and I think we fixed some things in the second half. We were communicating a bit better. We were a little bit more aggressive, especially in the fourth quarter with, changing the defense up a bit. That helped us for sure.
Oh, hi guys, for Leo. Sandy and KT talked about playing the triangle and two on Carlton. Just what did you think of the team's sort of execution in the fourth quarter on the defensive side?
Yeah, honestly, I think we did great because we've never practiced this before. She just threw that in there, and I think we executed pretty well. I mean, if you look at the players on the floor, it's super mobile. We can switch everything. We're athletic, so that helped for sure. Having Nyara as a 5 that can basically defend anybody out there. So yeah, I think it worked pretty well. I think we got to clean up some stuff, but overall, pretty good.
Yeah, what allowed you to get the looks that you were getting? I mean, a lot of those straight drives that you had.
I mean, just playing basketball. I don't know really how to answer that. Obviously getting the passes and just knowing that we needed to score and being confident in my ability to score. And then, just going out there and putting the ball in the basket.
Good. Awesome. Thanks for your time.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Before the game, Sandy was talking about championship teams and how individuals on those teams embrace their role. She mentioned you specifically as someone who has welcomed that role of being like the lockdown defender. Just wondering what she has talked to you about that and kind of how you embrace that.
Just talk to me about being a defensive stopper that I am, just continuing to guard the team's best player or the one who has the most impact. The team. So yeah, so that's what I've been trying to do.
Thank you for taking the time. This team has appeared to adopt the mantra quote, we all we got, we all we need. How can a mantra, what do those words mean to you, and how can a mantra like that kind of get you through some tough times that you guys went through today?
I mean, it just, we know when we're out there, it's just us. No one else can do it for us. And we have everything that we need within the team, and so it's just about us coming together and just going out there.
How do you guys get back to who you are, which is moving the ball at a high level and out-rebounding teams?
I think just doing it. We have a couple more games for the regular season, and then going into playoffs, and we just need to find a way to, like you said, just bear service.
Nyara was able to play most of the second half, and was a key part of that comeback. How has it been, just seeing Nyara's development from where she was to now?
Yeah, no, it's been great. I think she had some really strong moments last year, and she just continues to stay confident in herself, and that's shown up a lot this year. And as it says, we're all we need, and each and every person brings something special to this team, and she's been embracing that and just flourishing in what she does.
Hi, B. You guys have played Minnesota 4 times, and 3 of the games have been fairly close. What do you think is the lesson the team could sort of take from this matchup against Minnesota that you sort of bring to other games going forward?
I think just sticking to who we are and what we do. Minnesota, they came out and they did that. They moved the ball really well. They took advantage of the mismatches. When we were scrambling and everything. So I think just like I said, just getting back to ourselves and having success.
Betnijah, can we just talk about the defensive schemes that you guys try to do going into the third and fourth quarter? Can you talk about the process of that?
Just being more aggressive. We know coming out, it's never acceptable to allow a team to score 30 points in the first quarter, and that was due to our lack of aggressiveness, and so that was our kind of emphasis moving forward.
I think everyone we've talked to today has talked about how disciplined the Lynx are, particularly on defense. Just wondering if there's anything they do that you guys can look at to try to
they're aggressive, they're on a string, they help them.
I'm just curious, when you all were down by a lot of points, did you feel like the team maybe was just forcing to score a little bit more rather than playing to your strengths and finding
Yeah, I think we'll just, we'll have to go back and look at it and kind of see where we kind of dropped the ball.
Guys, what is it about the Lynx that kind of causes this team to kind of stray away from what's gotten them to this point at the top of the league and from, something who might otherwise be part of the special season?
I think, they just came out and they were aggressive.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, babe.
See you.